Hey guys, Mr. here again for another video today, and we are back for another Can They Win the Stanley Cup? And in this one, we will see if the best American-born hockey players can win the Stanley Cup. Now, in this one, we are going to replace the New York Rangers because the majority of well, not the majority, but there is a lot of players on here from the Rangers, so we're gonna do that. I think I just have them as the USA Americans. Yeah, I do. So let's go and see what this team looks like. 97 overall, pretty damn good. That's for sure. So we'll get in and show you the team in just a minute. Just gotta edit these rules as we do. I believe that is it there. Advanced settings, retired jerseys off. Rules, let's do injuries off as well, and then gameplay sliders turn all the way down. There we go. There's the human one and the CPU one. Let's see. There we go. Alright, now let's get into the sim, get into the actual mode, get into the sim and see how good this team does. Now I don't know if I have extra players in here or not, because I've been trying to keep extra players in here so you guys can see other American-born players that are not, or that did not make the team. They would just be scratched, but yeah, we'll see. All right, so 100 overall offense, 97 overall defense, and 93 overall goaltending. That's pretty damn good, not gonna lie. So we have a first line of Johnny Gaudreau with Austin Matthews and Patrick Kane. A second line of Joe Pavelski, Jack Eichel, and Phil Kessel. A third line of Max Pacioretty, Charlie Coyle, and Blake Wheeler. And then a fourth line of Chris Kreider, Derek Stepan, and TJ Oshie. Now, I do just want to make sure that all these guys are American. I almost said are Canadian, but nope. Just want to make sure. Yes, they all are. All right, that's good. And then defense, we've got Ryan Suter with Ryan McDonough, John Carlson with Dustin Byfuglien, Zach Werenski with Seth Jones. Now, again, I do want to make sure that these guys are all American, which they are. Now, I'm pretty sure I did add Cam Fowler into this team, and he's not there, so we should have some scratch players. Goaltending, we have Corey Schneider and Jonathan Quick, and net also both Americans. So let's go and check out scratched. We've got John Gibson, Brandon Saad, Kevin Shattenkirk. That means we definitely have players in the AHL as well. Who is scratched? Justin Falk, Ryan Murray, Cam Fowler, Nick Leddy, Zach Parise, Brady Shea, Kyle Okposo, Tyler Johnson, Torrey Krug, JT Miller, Jason Pominville. I think that is it, maybe? Oh, Bishop and Hellebuck as well for goalies, so yeah, quite a decent amount of American players that could have made this team. Actually, looking at forwards, Chris Kreider is an 83. Probably could call up some forwards, to be fair. Oh, never mind. Never mind, we cannot. But wait, didn't we have an extra forward up in the NHL? Or was it 2 extra defense? Oh yeah, Brandon Saad. Okay, well, I mean, might as well put in Saad instead of Kreider, because why not? But yeah, there we go. So that's what the team will look like. And yeah, there we go. So let's get into the sim. That first line is pretty damn good. Could you imagine a first line of Matthews, Gaudreau, and Kane? Now, I mean, there's 2 really small players on that line, but then they're in the middle, or they're on the outside of a big player in Austin Matthews. That would be an insane line. I would have to bet that would be an unreal line. We'll see if that's true while going through this sim. Now, I could tell my voice was not feeling good there. It did not sound very good either, so sorry about that. But yeah, we'll go through the sim and we'll see how we do. Hopefully, we won't do too bad. So far, we're doing pretty decent. 15-1-5. That's not bad. Only 1 regulation loss, which is obviously really good. Never mind. There's 2 regulation losses in a row. A shootout loss, another regulation loss on a 4-game losing streak. There we go. We ended that over the Penguins, back to another loss from the Capitals. Very interesting. So let me know what other types of these series do you guys want to see? Because of course I still want to bring these to the channel. I should be starting 2 new franchise modes at least. In about 2 weeks probably. This upcoming Monday is the start of the very last week before my exams. I'm in grade 11 in high school currently, so you know. But once I'm done exams is more than likely when I will be more than likely when I will start the new series. So yeah. Still about 2 weeks then, really. So for my exam schedule, I have one exam, or I don't have an exam Monday. I have an exam Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday, and then I don't have an exam Friday. And I'm gonna do another straw poll like I did at the start of this year for what I did to pick the Winnipeg. To pick the Winnipeg one. So I'll do that again, probably the week of my exams, and then we'll do like a week's off, or almost a week, where you guys can vote to see what series I guess you want to see. Let me know. I will do one regular series, then I may do a different one, maybe like a Draft to Glory. Maybe I don't know, we could use maybe just one country. We could use like just Canadians. We could use just Americans. We could do player types, I guess, as well. I don't know. It would be interesting. There's plenty of things we could do. So I have actually yet to write this down. I need to do that really quickly. There we go. There's the page. Let's write down the Americans, and we'll see if we are able to win the Stanley Cup. Now, I didn't see how good our record was. We will be facing Florida in the first round. Surprised they made the playoffs. Not a great record, though, from this team. We did finish first in the East. 107 points is quite a decent amount, but I've seen much better records out of teams. I'm surprised we didn't do a little bit better, I'm not going to lie. So let's start the playoffs now. We now have a 98 overall defense. I wonder what happened there. Let's go. Game number 1 of round 1, we lose. Game number 2, we lose as well. So we do have home ice throughout this series currently. We win game number 3 as well. Game number 4, we win. We now have a 3-1 series lead. And we finish off the Florida Panthers in 5 games. We will move on to the second round to face the Columbus Blue Jackets. All right. Columbus is also 4-1. Let's go. Game number 1 of round 2, we lose. So far a theme where we lose the first game of the series. Now game number 2, we win. Game number 3, we win. All games have been in overtime right now. All games have been decided by 1 goal as of right now as well. And we beat the Columbus Blue Jackets in 5 games as well. We now have an 8-2 record, moving on to the Eastern Conference Finals to face the Tampa Bay Lightning. Game number 1, we beat them, so that's the first time we've won game 1 of a series throughout this playoff run. They had a 8-5 record, which isn't too bad, so we do have home ice advantage again. We won the first 2 games, lost game number 3, then won game number 4. We have a 3-1 series lead. We win, and we head to the Stanley Cup Finals now. Nice. Who will we face in the final? It will be the Los Angeles Kings. That is interesting. They have a record of 12-4, so they're doing pretty good as well. Now, I don't remember. I think once we do the final, I believe I do sim the game. So let's do that. Game number 1 of the Stanley Cup Final. 2-0 for LA after 1. Second period, Alex Iafallo scores to make it 3-0, and we lose game number 1. Back to that theme of losing game number 1. Jonathan Quick with a 29 save shutout in game number 1 as well. Now we do have home ice advantage over the Kings here in the finals as well. So we did have home ice throughout the entire playoffs. Johnny Gaudreau scores the first goal for your USA Americans this season, or this in the finals, I should say. Second period, lots of goals in the second, tied at 2. We head into the third, and Kyle Clifford with, I believe, his second or maybe third goal, I think second goal of the series, gets the win for the Kings in regulation. And we have now lost the first 2 games of the series. Wasn't going to say the season, but nope. Let's go. Game number 3, this time in LA. Blake Wheeler, 18 seconds in, scores the first goal. Didn't even get to press A. Nice. But at the end of one period, it is tied at 1-1. Second period now, LA with the lead again. Now for the third period, and LA wins 3-1, and they have scored 3 goals in every game, and we are now down 3-0 in the series. We're going to need quite the miracle right now. We have only scored 3 goals in 3 games, so that is not good. Our offense has not been there. Let's go. Game number 4, first period, again, not scoring. Second period, a lot of goals, which, to be fair, we did make it out with a tie game. It is 3-3, and since we are on the brink of elimination, I will slow sim the third. It is tied right now, 3-3. This is quite the game. Brandon Saad, though, gives us the lead, and Blake Wheeler adds 1 to it. Looks like we may get 1 win on the board and force a Game 5, hopefully. Hopefully we can do so. 3 minutes remaining, and there we go. We win. We finally win a game. Took 4 games, but we did it. Blake Wheeler, the first star with 2 goals to his name, I meant to say, and it is now time for game number 5. Again, though, down 3-1 in the series. Not looking too good. First period, tied at 1. Clifford and Matthews. And let's go, second period. No goals allowed in the second. We will slow sim the third, and we will see if we can get the lead, which we can. Max Pacioretty scores to make it 2-1, and we have the lead. Nice. Let's go, boys. Hold on to that lead. Corey Schneider, Jonathan Quick, whoever is in net, I believe it is Schneider, keep us in it, and hopefully lead us to a Stanley Cup. And Charlie Coyle with the empty net goal, and we make it to game number 6 now. Schneider is in net, by the way, so there we go. Coyle with a goal and an assist for the Americans. Not too bad. There we go. We have now forced game number 6. Potentially could be forcing game number 7, playing in LA. Let's go. First period, up 2-0. Patrick Kane and Jack Eichel score. Second period, it's 4-1 for us. Looking like we may be able to force a Game 7 here, which is ideal. Patrick Kane, is that his third? No, that is just his second of the game. He could get a hat trick, though. Who knows? Still half a period to go. And, yeah, absolutely dominant game from us. We almost have 40 shots. We scored 5 goals as well. There we go, and that is the win. Mark it up. We have forced game number 7, guys, after being down 3-0 in the series. Now, here we go. Game number 7, both teams with 15 wins. It comes down to this very final game of the season. Let's go. First period. Okay, 3-1 for your USA Americans. Austin Matthews scores early, then Tyler Toffoli scored to tie the game not too long after Matthews' goal, and then about a minute later, Coyle gives us the lead once again, and Stepan later in the period gives us the 3-1 lead. Let's go, second period now. We're up 4-1. Johnny Gaudreau makes it 4-1 in the second period, and we will slow sim the third. The shots were 28-16 for us at the start of this period, so we look to be doing pretty good. We have a power play chance to really put the dagger through their hearts, but we may not need it. 55 seconds to go, and I would like to go in and check out the celebration. So let's try and do that. We're just trying to get the time down a little bit more. 15 seconds to go. That's fine with me. Let's get in there. I didn't even put the logo on their jerseys. I didn't even bother with whether we win the Stanley Cup or not. It's not that big of a deal, but I'm gonna mark this now as a Stanley Cup victory for the boys, which is another Stanley Cup. So in the last 6, we have won 5 Stanley Cups. That is not bad. The only one we didn't win one with was the 2003 draft that actually had 10 more wins than the Americans did in this sim. So that's very interesting. Not gonna lie, an offside call. What are you doing, Sod? You freaking wanker. Let's put the first line out. Let's get Captain Kane out there. Because why not? I'm assuming like Ryan Suter's an assistant as well. Captain Kane gets taking the puck from Tanner Pearson. But there we go, boys. That is a Stanley Cup ring. That is now 4 cup rings for Patrick Kane. That is 3 for Jonathan Quick. That is 1 for Eichel, 1 for Matthews. Yeah, Matthews. Who else has won Stanley Cups here? Blake Wheeler, I don't think has won a Stanley Cup. Bufflin gets a second ring. Pavelski gets his first. I'm just trying to think of other people. I can see names there, but I'm just trying to think. Schneider never won a cup, so he gets his name on the cup. Pacioretty has never won the cup either. Johnny Gaudreau gets his first cup ring. Very, very interesting, guys. That's for sure. Suter never got one either. Very, very good. Ryan McDonough gets his name on the Stanley Cup as well. Nice, good job, boys. Good job, boys. All right, let's hurry this up. Let's see, who won the Conn Smythe? It is Corey Schneider. How well did he do? Let's see his stats. A 1.7 GAA and a 940 save percentage. That is some of the best stats we have seen in this series. That is actually unreal. That is quite crazy. I'm not going to lie. But yeah, those are some good stats, that's for sure. That is definitely a good sign for this team. Who was that assistant? Oh, that was Suter. Okay. But yeah, Suter gets his name on the cup. Kessel gets a third Stanley Cup ring. Kessel three-peats. I completely forgot about Kessel. That's awesome. Oh, man, I love this game. Patrick Kane, Captain Kane, for the USA Americans win the Stanley Cup. Nice. That is another win. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 wins. Hands it off to Kessel for the three-peat. 6 wins in 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 sims. 6 out of 15. That's not too bad. Is that McDonough? Oh, that's Oshie. Oshie gets his name on the Stanley Cup as well. Very nice. And then he will hand it off to Schneider, if I'm not mistaken, after he does that one little loop. Now, since I've been seeing this celebration a little bit more often now with this series, I'd say it's definitely speeding up, and it's not as long as you think. But to be fair, like I saw it for the very first time with the Hut team, and then I didn't see it for like another 7 or 8 sims until we made it to our favorites. Then we won it with our favorites, the Canadians, the East and West All-Stars. Didn't win it with the 2003 draft and won it with the Americans. So, you know, Matthew's beard is greasy. That is a weird-ass goatee. He is an assistant captain on the team as well. Jones gets his name on the Stanley Cup as well. Very, very interesting, guys. So, 3-star Schneider, very good stats. Gaudreau and Matthews each with a goal and an assist. Let's go and check out where did we finish in the league. Because I don't honestly, with 107 points and only 49 wins, I feel like we didn't finish first in the league. But it is a chance, there is a chance that we did. So let's see if we did or not. We'll back out 49, 24, and 9. Man, I figured this team would have a better record than that. Let's check the entire league, and we finished second. So, first time we have won a Stanley Cup, coming in second place. That is a new thing. Very, very interesting. Like I said, though, I didn't think. Actually, we almost finished third. We only had more. Or the only reason why we did finish in second is because we had more regulation and overtime wins over the Minnesota Wild. So let's check out the statistics. Patrick Kane led our team in points with 76. Kessel then with 67. Matthews with 63. Didn't even hit 10 goals this season, though. Still don't understand why he is listed as a playmaker. Gaudreau with 62 points. Pavelski 58, Eichel 56, Suter with 38 as a defensive D-man. I feel like he should be a two-way D-man. Like, potentials in this game don't make sense. I'd say Patrick Kane is arguably more of a playmaker than a sniper in real life. I agree with Kessel. I'd say sniper. Matthews I would say is a sniper. Gaudreau, a playmaker. Pavelski, two-way forward, I'd say is good. Eichel is arguably a playmaker sniper. Yeah, I mean, you could pick. Suter's a two-way defenseman. Wheeler's a playmaker or power forward. Pacioretty's a sniper. I agree with. He was a power forward last year, but I disagreed with that very much. I think he should have been a sniper. Karlsson, two-way defenseman. Yeah, Werenski, two-way defense. I'm not going to go through the entire thing. That was just my 2 cents on it. But, yeah, Kane and Kessel, the only 30 goal scorers on our team. Kane with almost 40. Highest plus-minus went to our bottom 2 pair defensemen for plus 34 each. Very interesting. Goalies, let's see. Corey Schneider with only 29 wins, 923 save percentage, and a 2.17 GAA. Those stats aren't bad. And Quick, as a backup, was phenomenal. 928 save percentage and a 2.07 GAA. That is really, really good. That's for sure. Let's go to the entire league. So, Gibson with 46 wins and a 930 save percentage and a 213 GAA. 100% is winning the Vezina Trophy. Now, I meant to go check the entire league stats as well. Evgeny Malkin led the league in points, and I think goals as well. He had 51 goals this season. Actual Matthews had 31 goals this season. Nice. Kucherov 83, Crosby 82. Those were the only 3-point-per-game players this season. 51 goals for Malkin, 44 for Ovi. Ovi only had 66 points this season. Weird. Both Patrick Kanes then in 3rd and 4th there as well. Nice, nice. Highest plus-minus went to Morgan Riley and Jake Gardner, plus 39 and plus 36. Then it was our our bottom pair defense for Jones and Werenski. Very nice. Let's go. Actually, I believe that is all I did need to check. Oh, wait, defenseman. Let's see. 70 points for Erik Karlsson. 67 points for Brent Burns. I'd say Keith arguably should get the Norris this season since he does have the highest plus-minus, and it's by quite a wide margin over Karlsson and Burns. So we won the Cup, we won the Presidents, we obviously didn't win the Clarence, and then we won the Prince of Wales. Art Ross to Malkin, Hart to Crosby, Norris to Keith, Lady Bing to Karlsson, Calder to Tarasenko. It's because I've edited his stats, and then once I do that, it makes him be considered a rookie for some reason. Conn Smythe to Schneider, Gibson with the Vezina. Schneider and Quick shared the Jennings. I was thinking that could definitely happen, and it did. Bieksa with the Bill Masterton. Selke to Stahl. Ted Lindsay to Crosby, and then Maurice Richard to Malkin. Now this video has been absolutely way too long, guys. So I'm going to end it here. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you all did enjoy, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye.